Now in Where Winds Meet, there are a whole bunch of items to find, things to upgrade, and just a massive amount of resources in the game, but some of them are definitely needed if you're trying to get the most from your character and enhance your builds and upgrade certain things. One of the main ones you're going to be after is going to be a development resource called Ebon Iron. I'm going to show you how to get level 1 and level 2 of it really nice and easy. So if you need to see how many you've got of these, you can go over to your development stash and it will show you how many you've accrued so far. But you'll often be running out of these because they're used to upgrade your mystic hearts. So if you found some really nice ones that you really want to enhance, get the most from, do some crazy damage with, then you're going to be going through these very often, especially if you're trying to upgrade multiple mystic hearts. Let's face it, you are going to be using them on at least a few of these just to make sure you've got some very powerful ones on your side. And if you're trying to get the most out of these, and grab a whole bunch of them once, I found there's a few different ways you can do it, but by far and away the best is by going over to your outposts. Single player, if you go over to your outposts, you can do these daily, so pop over to them, have a little look, and you'll see there's some really nice resources in here. But obviously, the ones you're mainly going to be after is going to be your Ebon Iron. If you're slightly lower level, these will be your level 1, and if you're further on into the game, you'll be able to upgrade it and get your level 2 ones, etc. Now, doing outposts on your own works out really nice if you want to keep things solo, but by far and away the best I found is by going over to your multiplayer aspect and by clicking on your joint battles. You can actually do this from the item itself, so if you need to click straight on it, just go over to it, press it, it'll turn you over to your wandering past mode, and from here you'll be in multiplayer session, able to grab these resources nice and easy. Joint battles, the one you're going to want to go for if you're trying to do quite a few of these outposts at once, and so far whenever I've done it I've found the matchmaking to be really nice and fast. Even if it's not, don't worry, you can get on with other things and do your other activities while you're waiting, and then just join as soon as it is ready. I picked one that was slightly above my actual gear score, so I went and upgraded a little bit so that wasn't a bit of detriment, and then it kicked off, I accepted and went straight into the battles. The great thing about this, you'll be going through numerous vaults at once, so you can do quite a few in a row, and you'll be with some other like-minded people who are after resources, a lot of which are probably trying to farm these as well. Take out all of the enemies within, then take out the big boss, and every time it's completed, it'll come up with a little score on who's done the best, as well as allow you to loot all the enemies and grab yourself the chest afterwards. This chest is amazing because it's going to give you some really nice rewards and help you with some resources overall, and if you're a little bit further on into the game, don't forget you'll be able to use a little bit more energy in order to double up the rewards as well. I definitely recommend doing this as it's going to make you grab loads of these at once. The only thing I did find, after a few games I did have a few ping issues, so that was probably just down to my luck, but hopefully you'll have a slightly smoother experience and be able to grab a whole bunch of these Ebon Irons really nice and fast this way. You can really stock up on these by doing these joint battles, and I found it the fastest and best way overall. Remember, I was doing the low level ones, that's why I was getting a tier 1 Iron Ebon, but if you're doing some of the more gear score orientated ones at higher level, you'll be able to get the tier 2 ones. But yeah, hopefully that's helped a few of you guys and girls out. There's going to be a load more content away from me, things you should be looking at for, some things to help you out as much as possible, and as always, for all things gaming, take care, I'll see you on next day.